This is an extract from our AHK Hero Club. We have calls 3 times a week. Please like the video if you learned something, which you guys were talking about also. Let's unless someone has something to finish up on that topic. The J Munch, whatever it was called. Irfan, do you want to show how you configured that?
Oh, I just asked AI to configure it.
Which is, and what's funny is that was what Irfan. I don't think I told you this. When you told me that, because you told me that, and I'm like, that was what finally said, you know what? I'm going to go back to either Cursor or VS Code or Anti-Gravity, and I'm just going to tell it, here's what I want to do, and not worry about learning Git or anything, because I'm like, I'll just talk to it like it's a person, And I'm like, and
Yeah.
I haven't had to learn anything. Like I'm using it like it's nothing.
Okay, so first thing, I cloned the JCode Munch and I copy the path. I give it to AI and tell it, yeah, configure this MCP.
But
And
sure,
go ahead.
can you share your screen and show just like, is it easy to show like an example of,
Yesterday I had a very strange experience. I asked Claude Web how I had to install Claude Coworks, and it told me he didn't knew it.
yeah, well,
So Claude Web didn't know how to install Claude Cowork. Crazy.
but you know what, Nick, that brings up, I can't remember if you were on the call when David was mentioning trying to give instructions to Claude to tell it not to rename the conversation when it compresses. And it told him it can't, but I'm like, I don't believe when AI tells me something, especially about their own tool, I don't always take it as gospel,
Me too. I'm sure he knows it, but he said he didn't know. Crazy.
That's how I installed it the first time. I asked Claude on the web, how do I install code in VS Code? It told me what to do to get it started. It didn't give me step by step. It said, just run this one command, and then from there you can pick up. And I'm like, okay. And
well, what I would say now, though, David, this is now is you just tell it to do it and it does it.
Oh, yeah. Now I just do. That's, yeah. Especially once I get Claude code on the computer and the time, I'm like, I don't know how to do something, or just do this for me. I don't need to know the steps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Irfan, you're showing.
So I told him, so to get the path, can you configure this MCP if it is not configured? So it is going ahead and looking at okay, JCode Munch is already there, I think. So it is figuring that out. So while that is doing that, let me show you the repository. So
Yep.
this is the AutoHotkey MCP repository. It's written in Python, and it needs dependencies. It needs Python to be installed on computer. So what you want to do is just clone this repository, open your VS Code, open the agent or maybe anti-gravity and ask agent, configure this and install all the Python and all its dependencies. So it will go ahead, first install the Python and their dependencies and just run this server and configure it for you. So you do not have to do all these step-by-step processes.
And let's back up a step if people didn't see the link we shared or the video. So this tool supposedly drops your token usage down to 97% of what it would have been, and it does that by when you give it files and you're working a file, my understanding is, okay, it doesn't re-give it all of the files. It indexes it kind of and says, this is what we're working on, and it only gives it that to work on. Does that sound like a good summary? It limits what it's pushing back to it. And Irfan said it did. I think you said it reported 97%.
Actually, before the agent it does a lot of the thinkings and then then it answers me. But right now it's go ahead to what I ask it. It will not do here and there to figure out extra stuff, but it will just go ahead to the point. It will do the task, and if it didn't found something because it is not in the scope, so it will not go out of the scope. If I'm using a JCode Munch to save the tokens, so I have to tell it, yeah, look there, and then it will go out of the scope and figure that thing out on my approval. So that's how I think it is saving the tokens. And the other stuff of other way of saving is it reduced the prompt, the prompt we give it with symbols or something, so it gets shrunk. So I think there are multiple tricks to the JCode Munch is using to reduce the token usage, I think. So it tried to send a file which was 2 meg, and previously it was using 600 tokens, and with the JCode Munch it used 16 tokens. So that, I think that was the first time result that you asked me to test, and I tested, and that test is already available on the JCode Munch repository. So whenever you clone that, you can, after configuring it, ask AI to run the test, it will run that test for you and shows you and I think I can ask him to run that test for you. So yeah, test JCode Munch token usage. So okay, let me. So you can see it is getting symbols, and this is the text file that it will analyze using JCode Munch and without JCode Munch, I think. Okay, so tokens saved are 550. Total cumulative saving are these, and the total cost avoided 2.25. Total, I think it is also calculating the price. Claude Opus. So the rate is $25 per 1 million token. So it is doing some calculation with that one. The serving is for locally in your. I think it is having a record somewhere of the token usage, I think. And when we ask, it tells us. Previously, it told me to, I saved, like, out of 400, I only used 16 tokens.
Explore our huge library of 466 plus hours of recorded AHK tutorials. Watch, rewind, and master tricks at your own pace. Members enjoy a sweet 25% discount on everything we offer, from in-depth courses to ready-made scripts and pro services.